Why do you think people cheat? I love this topic.
Why do I think people cheat?
Yes.
All right.
You gonna break it? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Break it down. Break it down. People cheat. Well, I'm gonna say this. I gotta break it down by gender because I can't. It's not a generalized.
I'm glad you said that because that's the
Come
only way
on,
you
my
should.
brother.
That's the only way you should break it
Come
down.
on, my brother. You know
'Cause
I
niggas
be.
don't think
You
the
know I'm a
same.
dissector.
Yeah.
All right, put the Dr. Hazel glasses on. Break it down by gender, right? So men cheat because typically majority of men, they do not feel fulfilled and content with their lives and how it's going or where they're at in their life. That's that's my postulation of that. Based on experiences and based on experiences like people who I've came across, I would say that today's society.
I disagree, but
today's society, majority of men cheat because they're not fulfilled.
You don't know no statistic. You can't say majority.
I'm saying that.
All right, you believe that.
Majority just mean more than 50%. So it could be 51%. I don't believe that. I know that.
You don't know that.
I know that. I'm telling you.
You did studies? You looked at studies as well?
Yes. That's why I'm saying I'm backing with based on my experiences, the dudes I know.
Oh, your experiences.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The people that's what I was saying.
Because you said men, majority of men.
Oh my God.
My majority of men that I know.
I'm using that experience. Okay. Those experiences, those little handfuls.
Yeah, the shape.
Yeah, and generalizing it to all niggas based on how
all right.
I'm around niggas and I hear how niggas speak and see niggas movements.
That's why I'm surprised by your answer. I'm gonna let you finish so I can finish mine. Did I say once?
Majority cheat because they are unfulfilled. They're not content.
Sure.
Secondly, they also another large group cheat because it's there. It's like, bro, this is my nature, because we cannot disregard the nature of men either. It's there. I'm on my shit. Like, hey man, they giving it to me. I'm gonna take it. And when I say cheat, I mean like marriages and committed relationships. I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just roll with those 2 points and then I'm gonna jump to the women because I want to give you like points to touch on too. All right. So wherever I fall short, you may, because I'm not gonna think of all the reasons. As far as women,
it's simple to me.
As far as women, I would say women cheat because people may disagree or not, but this is my understanding of life so far. Women look to men for leadership. Once a man in the beginning of every relationship, that man is deemed as a leader, confident to this woman. I'm saying now he could be putting up a front or he could be legit and he just eventually fall off his ship because of comfortability with them being together for a certain amount of time, which is natural, which is understandable. But women typically look for us for leadership, whether conscious or subconsciously. Now, that's one. However, societal factors, that is an instinctive factor. Societal factors, status, it depends on each woman now. On an individual basis. Status, is she attracted to status? Is she attracted to glitz and glamour? Is she attracted? So whatever that woman is attracted to, is she attracted to knowledge? Some women are sapiosexuals and they, proclaim this. Whatever she's most attracted to that gets her most emotionally attached or mentally stimulated, she's gonna become, she is subject to that person to an extent. So now if she do act out, that's when, so that is my breakdowns.
Okay.
Now, of course, they got men like this too, who's attracted to strong women, smart women. Mm-hmm. But as far as major factors, that's what I say.
Okay.
But you got to be a little more descriptive, Dominic. Be a little detailed.
No, I am.
All right.
Even though my answers are very simple. For the men, I think it's ego. And the reason why I say that because I hear about way too many situations where, the reason why I disagreed, the reason you gave for men is what I would give to women. And I'm going to explain that why.
The first reason
the first reason about,
because the second
them not-
reason is ego, pretty much.
they're not being fulfilled. they're not being well,
Content.
You worded it differently. You
I said
because it's
content
there,
in the
but
life that with how their life is and
Right.
the position
Which-
that they're at.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because I hear about way too many situations where like the niggas would be in I don't know niggas situations, but everything that a wife would give, they wife are giving it. But it's just it's something about, man, we got this ego where we want to, and I suppressed my ego a long time ago when it comes to this, but I still have these thoughts. It's something about,
Conquering a new woman.
conquering a new woman, conquering
Ego or
her
nature?
mind.
That's why I mentioned that.
I
Secondly,
don't know. It could be a combination of both.
based on nature, we see majority of male gender animals doing the same thing that we're talking about.
Well,
So that's not.
no. Wait, you said animals?
Yes.
No. That's
So-
different. That's different. The only animals, because
Right.
we're talking about messing with multiple women and having sex. Most animals, I think it's two. I know dolphins is one. Animals have sex just to reproduce,
yeah.
and mate, right?
That's what
Um,
we're supposed to be doing.
Dolphins, they have the ability to have sex just for pleasure, right? And it's somebody I forgot. That's different from us.
That's what they say.
That's different from us. A lot of these niggas, we don't fuck other women or cheat on our girls for the sole purpose of like the trigger, like the instinct to mate and
Reproduce.
reproduce.
We're not doing it out of necessity. We're doing it out of pleasure. I know. I get that.
It's just it's just
That's why I
straight-
said it. Yeah, I agree. It's ego.
yeah. But that's
why I said nature.
I mean I don't
Nature. When I say nature, I don't mean
thing is,
the
you said
laws of nature. I mean our nature. Like you're born to do this. Like we're born to have more testosterone. That's our nature. We're born. So
Sure.
because of certain.
Let me finish though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just simply ego. Niggas get a kick out of conquering multiple women. Plus when you account of this society rewards that type of behavior, it just multiplies some shit that we already have in our brains. Like, as far as and I don't think it's because the women is lacking or they're not happy in their life, or I think niggas just got egos. I got you, you're great, but I want to fuck her. And it's like niggas get a kick out of fucking other man's girls. For what?
Because I fucked this bitch.
Exactly. That's ego shit. Like why? Because you
See.
know that men see women as, it's ego in this too. Believe it or not, we see women as, when we have a girl, that's ours. She's ours, right? So to fuck another man's girl is like, he got that same mindset. And to have her betray, like to get in her mind enough to where she betrays that and fuck up his, it's an ego boost. I
No.
don't do it, but I know if I would, it would be ego boost. It's
That's
just
a
the way
fact.
it is. As far as it with women, I think it's what you said for men. I think women cheat most times because they're more, women are more emo. They're more emotional. They act off emotion more than men. I agree. I think so. What?
No, when you said women are more emo, I started thinking like
Oh,
women
like-
dressing all black,
shit, yeah.
black
Like,
nail polish.
yeah. Men are ego, women's emo. So it's like, I think women cheat because they're not being fulfilled in their relationship. There are things lacking.
That spark is gone.
It's a lot of women that I don't know. Women just have this thing about this. How many times have we saw women was like, yo, why you still with this nigga? Like, obviously he ain't shit. Obviously, but they stay. You know what I mean?
He has that spark that
Right.
other
So it's
niggas
like
don't got.
women naturally have like this nurturing, this wanting to build up, this like giving hope to shit that they want to like see grow. That's what I got from women. Like, cause I say all the time, like, why don't you just leave this nigga? But it's something about women that it's that emotional shit. They got ties to this nigga. They don't want to let it go. That's like their natural state. But when a woman cheat, it's because I guess she just had enough. Like she just not being fulfilled in that shit.
I would say you
That's
gotta
what I
break. You gotta depart. You gotta break that. Break that down some more, because some women, they cheat out of fun and shit.
I mean, but we talking about. I'm not talking about the
The
small
committed.
few.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking about the majority. Of course, like
The
we're
serious ones
I mean,
that
we're not part of the
takes-
majority.
Yeah.
I have an
that
ego,
takes-
but I will never cheat on my girl. You know what I'm
Alright,
saying?
So, okay, I see what you're saying.
But yeah, most times that we have found out that a girl cheated, it's rare that I've
don't
heard.
know. That we go off of what we're told. We don't
Obviously, all this shit is what we're told.
know. Okay.
Obviously.
All right. Because
Because the thing that you collected from the
Can't
guys,
really-
they told you situation from their life. They told you that. You know what I'm saying?
but that's all right. All right.
Know what I mean, so it's like from everything that I've seen growing up, women when they cheat, it's always because the guy ain't shit.
That's not
think
true.
about it.
I'll give you an example.
On a case by case basis. How rare is it for a girl to cheat on a guy who got his shit all the way together? Think about it.
That's what it is. That's why I said it's that type of guy that would cheat, because he has the options. He has his shit together. So the likelihood of him attracting women is very high. But if a woman has a guy like that, it's going to diminish the likelihood of her to cheat on him.
Yeah.
Especially only if he's not emotionally attached to her. Well, she's not emotionally attached to him, or he's not mentally stimulating her. That's the only time she would cheat. She would just use the nigga for whatever he can support.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, it's never gonna happen that a woman would cheat on a guy like that. But a guy would cheat on a woman like that because he's not fulfilled. That's why I said, if he don't know himself, if he's not on his purpose, that's what I was talking about. Fulfilled purpose. Like you, for example, if you was being paid $100 million a year on some Joe Rogan shit to create TikTok videos, that's you on your one of your purposes, because you are passionate about that. If a guy is working a 6-figure paying jobs, I've came across a lot of ASMs at Lowe's who's making 6 figures, but them niggas is fucking depressed. Niggas losing body shape, bellies
money
big,
don't
hanging over. Them niggas is not happy.
All right.
So because I'm not happy, and this chick, this head cashier or this cashier or the overnight manager got a nice little ass on her and she giving me the eye and shit, I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. But because I'm here,
but
and this little fling is gonna give me a shot of dopamine and make me feel a little excitement.
But I think he would do that. I think that's gonna happen regardless whether he's in a relationship or not. Like, I think that if somebody's not happy, they're gonna find those vices and lust.
But we focusing on
I'm saying,
ones
since
in
we're
the
specifically
relationship,
talking
though.
about, that's why I say it's ego. That's why I pinpointed ego, because a nigga going.
But that's
what you're
my
describing,
point.
he gonna do that.
Ego, yeah. That driving factor is ego. It's nothing moral about that.
No, okay. What I'm saying is, you said that when somebody isn't
they not
fulfilled,
on they
don't know their purpose, stuff like that, right?
Ego is good, the driver.
I think, but I'm gonna print.
If you're fulfilled, if you know who you are and what you here to do, ego is not driving you. You know you. That's my point. All ego is the lower self.
I'm still gonna separate it.
All right, that's your opinion.
Whether or not he's single or not, I feel like anyone that's unfulfilled is going to do things that aren't the most like they're gonna find other vices. But I'm talking about as it pertains to in a relationship. I don't know. I don't correlate somebody not knowing their purpose with they're going to cheat.
I'll give you an example.
You know what I mean? But I know for a fact ego is going to make you cheat. That's a dead giveaway.
I correlate because, one, ego is in the driver's seat if you don't know your purpose and yourself. And two, if you don't know yourself, you can be easily swayed by anything or anyone. Point blank, period. You have no foundation to you. You don't know who you are. So I could fucking, let's sell some drugs, or let's do this, or let's do that. You see what I'm saying? You're open to anything. You have no compass to yourself. So anybody else with a stronger personality would be a temporary compass. That's how I look at it. and I've seen it time and time again with people. But what was I gonna say? Okay, so going back to let's say we have two guys, one who making 100K, he's the ASM at Home Depot, and he's unhappy being at Home Depot, right? He's in a committed relationship, right? We have another guy. He's a car salesman. He makes 100K. He is not in a committed relationship. He's single. The first guy, he's unhappy. He steps out on his woman, whatever, right? Second guy, he meets different women, attract different women, and he's straight up with them. I do not want a relationship. I'm dating. Which guy do you deem is more truthful in their life?
The last one.
The second guy, the car salesman, right? So now, because this man is more truthful, more definitive, more honest, who do you think knows themselves better? The car salesman, right?
Right.
So now, because he knows himself better and all of that, is he more or less likely to do something out of the norm that is comfortable with him? He's going to be less likely.
Right.
While the other guy at Home Depot, he's going to be more likely to do something out of the norm because he's not comfortable with himself. That's my point.
Sure.
Their foundations.
That's what I'm saying.
different.
That's going to happen regardless.
Yeah, I agree. For men and women, as long as you like that, you fit that category, it's going to happen regardless. It doesn't matter how good your partner is to you, because you have to be good for you. So
Right.
I agree with that.
All right. That settles it.
Next question.
This your question.